Good morning, distinguished guests and our online audience. My name is Chonpansa, who will be your MC today, and welcome to the launch of the Virtual World platform program today. This is the broadcasting from the virtual studio of this year, Startup Thailand and Innovation Thailand Expo 2020, organized by the Ministry of Higher Education, Science, Research and Innovation, working in collaboration with over 133 partners and 400 organizations to hold this year Startup Thailand and STe 2020 in order to publicize and enhance business opportunities as well as promote the innovative potentials of Thailand startups. And this morning we will have the launch ceremony to present to you the overall picture of this year virtual world event. A round of applause for this year Startup Thailand and Innovation Thailand Expo 2020. What are the lineups we have for you between the 1st and the 4th of September? I'd like to invite onto the stage Dr. Phanat Chayarat, the Managing Director of NIA, the National Innovation Agency. A round of applause to welcome Dr. Phanat, please. Good morning. On the morning where it rains quite heavily, and it also approved that the virtual innovation is fully adapted to help us facilitate the organization of a virtual world experience like what we are having today. As you know, Startup Thailand and Innovation Thailand Expo are two separate events that the NIA have organized over the past few years. The Startup Thailand, we organized it over the past 4 years. And the first year was under the theme universalize collaborating with private and public partners. And at that time, startups were not a familiar term. many people still look at startups as part of the SME community. So we started to learn about the concept of startups. At the time, it was a small community in Thailand. And that was back in 2012. So we started from scratch. So Startup Thailand saw 60,000 attendees. The event was organized at STxITE2020 Convention Center. And the second year, we expected to scale it up to international level, and friends and colleagues from Asia and beyond were invited. And the theme was going beyond Asia. And the third year, we looked at unlimited opportunities for startup. So we organized the event under the theme Boundless Opportunities, because startups are the disruptors and the change agent in our society. We learned from our startup entrepreneurs that the world would be changing completely as a result of this disruptive innovation. And over the past 4 years, Startup Thailand has evolved and become an annual highlight event whereby people in the industry in this country and beyond are looking forward to. And Bangkok used to rank 7th in terms of the city that startups would like to set up their business. And in fact, Bangkok has turned itself into a major startup and virtual events venue, competing on par with Singapore. And later on, Innovation Thailand Expo was also organized in order to showcase major corporate and multinational innovators. We are not only focusing on young and startup entrepreneurs, but we also invite more established enterprises to join hand. And the first year was organized at Biotech Convention Center. And last year, it was held again because of the large number of interested parties. And the focus of last year was on social innovation. And we were also organized it, set in the city. And there was very positive responses from students in universities and schools, and we organized it at Samyan Midtown to attract young attendees. Now, at the time of COVID-19, we also wanted to organize Startup Thailand and Innovation Thailand Expo in downtown Bangkok again. We look at the priority of accessibility. That's why we focus on organizing the event at a place where people can commute to and from conveniently. But because of the mobility disruption of COVID-19, we are determined that these two cornerstone events of NIA, namely Startup Thailand and Innovation Thailand Expo, have to go on, and we merged the two events, and the theme that we look at were media technology, meaning that this year we know that the media industry has been disrupted by small and young enterprises. And because of the ongoing pandemic, we know that we cannot organize the event in the same way. And so we realized that the MICE industry has also been disrupted quite significantly as a result of the pandemic. And that's why we reinvented the theme for this year, Startup Thailand and Innovation Thailand Expo, to be innovation in times of crisis. Of course, what are the crises? The first crisis is the pandemic, the ongoing COVID crisis, which has affected millions across the globe. And the second crisis is what we have known even before the outbreak of COVID-19. We used to wear masks in order to counter the impact of the fine dust pollution, PM 2.5, and of course the second crisis I refer to is climate change, the worsening effects of greenhouse gases that cause global warming and environmental problems such as PM 2.5 and rising sea level. And the third crisis that we need to address is the economic crisis. And that's why this year event, we trying to find ways, innovative ways, creative ways to counter the impact of this combination of crises that we are facing. And as we know, we cannot organize a physical conference as we did in the past few years. And that's why we're working together with our partners in the media and MICE industry in order to organize the virtual platform to create a new multidimensional experience for our virtual attendees. And so let me show to you, this is where we are at the moment. The physical headquarters of NIA has been integrated into the virtual world. Let's click on entrance in order to access the event. This is the atrium, the main lobby of the Innovation Park. This is the actual physical space. And so there are 4 key activities, namely the first one is for forums. Under international forums, there will be talks and discussions and presentations. We'll be covering the 4 topics that I already highlighted. What are the innovators and creative and design companies have been coming up to counter the impact of these crises? What are the changes that we anticipate will emerge post-COVID-19? And the first theme, of course, is to address the world's hunger, and it is called Feeding the World. So what are the food technology that is being developed to address hunger and food security? With the changing nature of the food security in the world, it is not just to address the pandemic. And the second theme, of course, is our changing lifestyle. Nowadays, we have to bring our fabric bag or reusable bags with us when we go grocery shopping. And so that's one example. And we also look at bio and circular lifestyle under the BCG in action. And we don't want to leave anybody behind, particularly those who are more vulnerable during the time of pandemic. So we have to highlight the importance of promoting an inclusive society. And we are progressing towards establishing a touchless economy and trust society whereby cash is no longer the most dominant currency. So this is another theme that we will be discussing, touchless economy and trust society. What are going to happen in terms of pandemic, climate change, and economic crisis if we want to establish a touchless economy and trust society, and how can we develop our economy further and drive our tourism and entertainment. And finally, COVID-19 comes with the transformation in the medical and healthcare industry. So these are the 6 themes that we will be highlighting during these 4 days of the Startup Thailand and Innovation Thailand Expo 2020. And you are warmly welcome to follow all these sessions. And now, when we exit the forum, let's go back to the atrium. Of course, we do not need invited speakers to come physically to our event, but we have still a full-fledged list of speakers who are well-renowned and experienced. So at this year's event, we introduced AI technology and data analytics that are embedded in our organization of the 4-day events. So if you have time, we would like to invite you to watch our live stream. And we also like to hear your feedback because we want to know if our audience are interested in which particular speakers. So the AI technology will help us analyze the interest and responses of our audience and we can produce or compile an AI report in a fast and timely manner. So this is the first time that the AI technology is being used in the MICE or event management circle. And immediately after that session, we can produce a summary of report so that we can come up with a list of questions that we need to explore further to satisfy our audience. The next one is, if you go to the M floor, we have the marketplace. If you are regular at the Startup Thailand, we have over 200 virtual booths. 100 of them are for startups, and the rest are presented in the innovation zones, showcasing latest information on innovation around the world. So you can see that there will be business service, fintech, property tech, urban tech, and other fields of technology. So let's go first into the area. So you can see the various startups in different fields. If we go to the startups, this is the virtual booth. You have a short clips about the company and the online brochures and the chat function. After 4 days event, these booths will continue to be integrated into the virtual platform. We can add new startups onto this platform, meaning that in the future there can be virtual deal making, matchmaking under this particular virtual experience that we enable entrepreneurs to input data onto this virtual platform. Let's get back to the lobby of the marketplace. There is a pitching stage, another highlight. About 50-60 pitchers are going to make a pitch online, so you can witness the pitching contest online. You can look at their agenda here to follow any pitching sessions that are of interest to you. You are at home, regardless of whether it rains or it is flooded outside, you can watch our program without any interruption. We also provide business consulting service. If you click in to this portion, we have the mentor lists in the fields of startups and innovation. So you can click and choose to seek advice on funding, investment, intellectual property, marketing, domestic or international trade. And there's a list of mentors where you can make an appointment to discuss or hold real-time consulting session. Another important function we provide is the jobs search. About 6,000 positions are already listed, and so corporate partners have already listed job vacancies that they are looking to fill. And there's a resume clinic to help you draw up your own CV or resume. So it will make your resume more interesting and attractive to potential employers. Under career advice, we have available advice clips to enhance your potential of being shortlisted by potential employers. And finally, if you are not looking for a job, but you are trying to find out interesting potential employers in different fields, insurance company, finance company, this platform has been developed by a local Thai company, FlipLink. Back to the main hall. Let's go back to the lobby. From the perspective of innovation and technology, there are two significant changes in terms of mindsets in organizing the event. It is no longer organized in a physical environment. It has been moved onto a completely virtual platform to reflect the new normal, the so-called new normal in organizing big conferences. So you have speakers speaking to you in the comfort of your home from a screen. So MICE Innovation and Virtual world experience offer an alternative choice whereby Thai startups and SMEs are developing so that we can respond better to the new normal. So thank you.
ชัยรัตน์นะคะที่ได้พาเราไปชม
Thank you, Dr. Panat Chairat, for introducing this year Startup Thailand and Innovation Thailand Expo 2020. Go to our website STxITE2020.nia.or.th for more details. We will kick off the first session at 11:30. Now we'll have a short break and then we will kick off with the first topic at 11:30.